See that giant hole in the ground behind me? That is the Grand Canyon, which means that we are in America. And I'm going to be taking you to the SHOT Show to show you what's new in the world of airguns in 2016.
If you are crazy about guns, the SHOT Show is definitely the place to be, with over 64,000 attendees in 2016. And while the exhibition halls are mostly dominated by AR-15s, law enforcement supplies, and hunting rifles, the odd airgun stand can still be found scattered around if you look hard enough. These are what I'm going to be focusing on today. We'll start off with the Pyramid Air booth, where one particular gun was receiving way more attention than the rest. The launch of the new Air Arms Galahad bullpup may have caught some by surprise, as it is quite a far departure from the traditional line of rifles we're used to seeing from Air Arms. With a brand new cocking mechanism and a wide range of stock options and length configurations, there was quite a bit of interest generated. I explore this gun in depth in a separate video, so I'll put a link up on the screen so that you can check that out if you're interested. The SHOT Show is a great place to go to see new products, but more importantly, it was an amazing opportunity for me to meet people that I've wanted to meet for a very long time. On day one, the crew from American Airgunner rocked up to take a look at the Galahad. Jim Chapman, the man on the left, is someone that I have huge respect for in the airgun industry, so it was a real pleasure meeting him after a few months of contact over Facebook. Jim travels to South Africa regularly to hunt, so as you can imagine, we had plenty to chat about. Oh hey look, it's Ted. I don't really need to introduce this man, do I? Now, here's an interesting fact for you. It was actually one of Ted's videos that sparked my interest in PCP airguns back in 2011, and it's great to see how far we've both come since then. And I can assure you there'll be plenty more videos coming from this guy. He's not done yet. Next, I headed to the FX stand, and take a look at that wall of beautiful bullpups. Do you see anything new? Indeed, there is actually something fairly new. The Wildcat, which has to be my favorite gun of 2015, is now available with both a walnut stock and a laminate stock. I'd heard about these stocks, but this was the first time that I actually had the opportunity to see them in person, and I think they are absolutely fantastic. The laminate stock is not too in your face, if you know what I mean. It's a little more subtle, and I quite like that. I also really like the little FX logo that's engraved on the fore end of the stocks. Nice touch. Also had the opportunity to hold the Royale for the first time. This one had a carbon fiber bottle and a laminate stock, and I was extremely surprised at how light it was and how comfortable the pistol grip and cheek piece was. Definitely a gun for me to try out in the future. And lastly, from the FX stand, the Impact. Again, I was very surprised at how light it felt. The good news is that my Impact should be on its way to me soon, so you can expect a whole lot of videos with this gun in the future. I then headed upstairs to the British Pavilion, where I found a number of companies that I'm very familiar with. I received a warm welcome from Jake over at the Nightsight stand. I've used the Nightsight products in about 6 or 7 different videos now, and I absolutely love them, so it was good to meet the guys behind the product. Keep an eye out for some new stuff in 2016. Just next door to Nightsight, I found Daystate. Now, I own a Daystate rifle, the Wolverine B-type, and it's definitely one of my favorites. So again, it was really good to meet the guys behind the product. I filmed 2 videos at the stand, one with the new Daystate Griffin and one with the Brocock Compato. And again, I'll put the links to those videos on the screen. And lastly, the Hawk stand. Now, those of you who have seen some of my other videos will know that I really do love the Hawk range of scopes. I think they are incredibly well suited to air gunners. One particular scope caught my eye though, and that's the Hawk Frontier 30. It's Hawk's new flagship, and again, I filmed a separate video talking about the scope, so I'll put the link on the screen. And that's it for this one, guys. I had an absolutely fantastic time at the SHOT Show. I met some amazing people, and while I can't promise that I'll be back in the US anytime soon, keep a lookout because I am planning to review some of these new products in detail in the near future. I may even have 1 or 2 of them in my hands already. Until next time, thanks for watching.